Our guest says that while other countries are integrating crypto into their financial systems, Canada is falling behind, and we're at risk of a loss of capital, talent, and competitiveness. We are joined now by Jillian Friedman, Chief Operating Officer at Symbiotic. Thank you very much indeed for coming on the show, Jillian.
Thank you for having me.
Before we get going, what does Symbiotic do? What is the company all about?
So Symbiotic is a protocol that exists on a blockchain that enables digital asset holders to earn income or yield by underwriting different types of risks, sort of like insurance or guaranteeing obligations, or by locking up assets in order to secure networks and then be compensated or paid for doing so. That's an activity called staking.
Okay. And is this aimed at retail investors or institutional investors?
Currently, it's aimed at it's more B2B, more institutional. But what's interesting about Symbiotic and really indicative of where this tech is going is that it exists all purely on a blockchain in a space that's referred to often as DeFi, decentralized finance.
You are concerned that this country is falling behind in what you call the global crypto race. What are your concerns, Jillian?
Yeah, so my concerns are really stem from two places. One has to do with the fact that crypto and blockchain are at an inflection point. We're no longer talking about highly speculative assets and trading, but we're seeing real use cases and products emerge using this technology. We're also seeing other major markets establish regulatory frameworks that make it much easier for businesses to build and launch in those jurisdictions. And so if you compare that to where Canada is actually not put out the type of regulation or regulatory clarity that other jurisdictions are now doing, that therefore puts Canada at a disadvantage because businesses have an inherently more difficult time operating here.
Now, Evan Solomon has just been, who's the Liberal MP from my area, actually, has just been named Minister of Artificial Intelligence and Digital Innovation. And you're not necessarily blown away by the fact that he's a former news anchor with no apparent connection to or experience in computing.
Look, I think it's early in his mandate, and we have no reason not to be optimistic that he'll be able to deliver on the objectives within his mandate. What I would say, though, is that Canada has a wealth of very smart, very experienced tech entrepreneurs who would be more than willing to act as even advisors to this portfolio. If you compare to what you have in the United States, you have David Sachs as the crypto czar. This is a seasoned executive from PayPal, a tech founder, startup person who's been incredibly successful and understands the technology. So I'll reserve my judgment with respect to Evan Solomon. I wish him all the best and want to present an open invitation that the digital asset and tech community in Canada is on call to help him however he needs.
This is interesting. Banking is hard for crypto businesses to do in this country. It sounds a bit like the cannabis business for many years. But you say in other G7 countries, banks have found ways to work with crypto operators?
Correct. So you're right in making that analogy with the cannabis businesses because the risk assessment for crypto businesses traditionally by banks has been similar, and there's been a desire to just not really get involved or get exposure to the space. I think that's also partially because of a lack of a risk framework for a financial institution to be able to look at a potential client and understand what risks they actually pose, because the risks of a blockchain business that's building software is going to be different from a business that's doing engage in all sorts of different asset trading and more market heavy activity and retail type of activity. But what I really noticed—
Finish your thought, Jillian. Yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say that it seemed, whereas I would say like 5 or even 2 years ago, it was equally as difficult to open a bank account and get basic banking services in the United States if you were a crypto or a blockchain business. That no longer is the case. There are like a range of financial service providers that are very happy to bank businesses that are operating in this space, and that hasn't really materialized yet in Canada.
Thank you very much, Jillian. Really appreciate it. Jillian Friedman, Chief Operating Officer at Symbiotic.